Have you ever been in a moment where you had to control your emotions? Emergency, a crisis, a moment where falling apart wasn't an option. I remember getting a phone call from a highway patrolman, and he said, "We don't usually do this over the phone, but we need to let you know that your son was just killed in a car accident." Everything inside of me collapsed. My wife at the time was having a total breakdown. I was having a breakdown, but I still had a 3-hour drive to get home. I was still responsible for navigating through traffic and making decisions. In that moment, I had to control my emotions, because if I didn't, they would control me. The pain was overwhelming, but panic would have made it worse. That drive taught me many things about life. You either master your internal world, or it masters you. There's a difference between a thermometer and a thermostat. One tells you the temperature, the other changes it. Most men live like thermostats. They walk into a room, they adjust to whatever's there. If there's tension, they tense up. Negativity, they absorb it. Anger, they mirror it. Their peace is determined by their environment. But the men God chooses and uses, they're thermostats. Their internal temperature and peace are set by conviction, not conditions. Look at Joseph. He was sold, betrayed, falsely accused, imprisoned. He had every reason to become bitter, but he didn't let the dungeon set his attitude. He did his best with what God gave him. He governed his thoughts, and eventually he governed all of Egypt. You can't control the economy, you can't control other people, you can't control every circumstance, but you can control what you dwell on. You can control your response. A weak man absorbs the room. A strong man controls his internal temperature, because the man who cannot control his own emotions will always be ruled by his environment. Be that thermostat. Center your peace on Jesus. His peace wasn't determined by the crowds, the storms, or the betrayal, or even the cross. It was set internally. When you follow him, he teaches you how to anchor your joy internally, so the world can't steal what God has given you. And when the storms hit, you can be this calmest man in the room.